Hello, so today I want to show you how to categorize bank transactions, and the purpose is to understand how much we spend on each category like grocery, leisure, and subscription. And this is the outcome that you will get at the end of this tutorial. You will have a monthly view of how much you spend every month and the breakdown of the categories. And here it would be the final view of the tutorial as well, as you will get each category assigned to each transactions. And I will show you how to build these formulas and the charts that I showed before. So let's get started. So first, you have to get an export of the monthly bank transaction. And in my case, it is the 2024 May. So we will have to use a for function to build that category. So first, it is the search function. And so we will have to find a text within the description. So for example, here it is Planet Fitness. So I can simply type the name, and then we search inside this box. And so this will give us an outcome of either 1 or an unknown value. And so what if you have multiple keywords that you want to search in the description? We will have to use this box, and then we add additional keyword inside this bracket here. So for example, we have Planet Fitness and Apple, and we want to group them in the same category. So we will just add this additional bracket. And so as soon as I enter, and then scroll down, we will have positive value on the Apple transaction as well. And here we don't have a true and false view. So here we can add this additional function called ISNUMBER. And so it will give us a output of either true or false. And so we copy and move it down. We'll see that it is true for the first keyword, Planet Fitness, and true also for the keyword Apple, even though it is a description that contains other element, it will still be able to detect it. And so now we have this multiple columns, and we don't want that. We want to squeeze them into the same column, and we want to have this command that whenever there's one true in multiple columns, we will have a true, but if there are only false and no true, this will be a false. So we will call the OR function here, enter. So here, and we copy and scroll down. So the outcome is that this will be true because one of the two values is true. Here will be false because both are false, and so on and so forth. And so lastly, we want to assign it a category. So here we can use the if function. So if this is true, we say that this is subscription. Else, if it is false, then we will give it an empty value. So we enter. Here. So subscription here, and we see that we successfully implement it. So here I already popped the keywords in the bracket, and all I have to do is to copy it, go down and go up, and pop this column. So here, transaction like Spotify, Netflix are all categorized as subscription. So in order to do the second category, we have to move to the second column, and I already have this function which is the same as the last one, but the keywords are different and the category assigned is grocery in this case. So I have Trader Joe's, Walmart, Costco, and 7-Eleven. And then we enter. And here we also successfully categorize them as grocery. So we do the same, copy and paste. So yes, we found the correct category for this transaction. But what if we want to combine these two columns? So here, all we need to do is super simple. We just copy this function and then we paste it onto the empty value in the false box in the if function. So here, delete and paste, and then copy down. So yes, we successfully combined these two categories. And so I follow the same process and do that for the other categories. And what is good about this method is that you can adjust it as you notice a difference. For example, here, we scroll down and find out that we haven't captured the insurance expense. So all we need to do is to go to the original function and then add this category into the function here. So we enter, copy, paste. So now this is identified here. So it is a super useful method to find out the category. And what if you have like some blank space? All we need to do is to filter that out, and then we add this manually here. And so hopefully at this stage, you wouldn't have too much manual work to do, as this is not a purpose of this video. And so now we have successfully categorized all the transactions. And so the next step would be to use the pivot table. So here we can go and choose insert and pivot table and put that on the existing worksheet or a separate if you want. And so we insert it, and then we put type on the row and amount on the value. And here it doesn't look super aesthetic, so we change the decimals and then sort that from the smallest to the highest. And so we also want to remove any non-expense transaction like internet transfer. So we remove it, and here we will see how much money we spend on that month on each category. And so now you do that for every month. And so you can move that to the second sheet. And so all we need to do here is to insert the charts in this format. And so we don't want to see this category as the columns here. We want to switch it. So we can switch it to the month, and we can see how much we spend there. And if you want to see which expense actually becomes the highest, we can use the conditional formatting here as well. So we click here, and now it is more obvious how much we spend here. So for example, in May, we found that it is the most costly month. And that is because in May, we can see that we spend a lot more on leisure. So that is the reason why we see this spike. And so hopefully this video will help people to manage their financials better.